Hey guys, Tough Thumbs here. Unprepared as usual. Got 4 knives for you tonight, and I'm pretty damn excited about them. One of them is a first time thing. EDC in my snowdy today on my hip. Sometimes it's fun to wear a fixed blade. But yeah, all of these are pretty crazy and pretty different, so I'm pretty happy about this. And I don't have any particular order to show them in because I like them all pretty much equally. I just think they're all pretty kick-ass. So I'm just gonna go with, you know, whatever. So first up, as you see right here, this was a Lum Chinese, a small aluminum Lum Chinese for a guy named Paul. And I finished up a second one today. And this one's crazy. It's pretty damn sweet. I had not done this before, but you know, I've been meaning to do it. It's just really cool. It's the larger Lum Chinese, and this one has jade ghost green with toxic liners, and it's really cool looking because it's super freaking bright. The toxic green comes through that jade really well and makes it like a really limey looking color. Let me see if I can get a piece of jade sitting around here. Hold on. You can see the difference there. Oh, not on this camera, you can't really tell. Yeah, but it almost looks like it's glowing. I really like it a lot. So it's nice and smooth and contoured. This black pocket clip with the hole that's not in the original scales. But oh yeah, it is there. That's right though, it's below it. I don't know why they picked this clip for this. But yeah, this guy, I could see why he wanted to change out the scales. They're not exactly the best color for EDC. But this thing is just clean as hell, I love it. Really like this one a lot. Yeah, a little bit extra thickness definitely gives it a better grip for sure. That's of course the pivot's tight as usual. And let's see. So next up is a Kershaw. Not a Kershaw I've ever seen before. It is the, what the hell is this? I think it's an Enrg. Kershaw Enrg, and this one had these weird scales on them. They were like gray, or like forest green. Let's see if I can get them out here. See a comparison what they look like before. This video's sucking. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, these weird things with this grip tape on them. It's not even like inlaid in there, so I didn't really like that. They're kind of just a sticker sitting on top. And the scales are cool. I mean, it's a nice G10 with that Spyderco Sprint Run green on it, but I changed it up, went for something different. This guy told me to go nuts on it, so I did something different. I do like the opening mechanism on this thing. So you got this nice mystery steel blade or whatever. It's a tiny knife. And got brown G10 with the small Anzo pattern with some leftover expensive burl, whatever the hell wood this is. I used it on the native. Kind of like the traditional look going on there. Same with the other side. And I replace, like you guys tell you, every time I do these Kershaws, there's little pin things on this side. You know, I always lose one. Luckily I have a bunch of Kershaw parts, but you know, I did that again as usual, which I'll find it like probably in a couple days, but These brass pin things I had, they look really cool in there. So I put these in there as I thought they looked sweet. And they do. They kind of match the overall, like, classy look. Again, as usual, guys, this looks a hell of a lot better in person. Just like crap on camera here. I can't see any scratches when I look at it, but yeah, through this stupid lighting, you can definitely see the scratching. But I like this opening mechanism here. It just disappears. It's a separate piece inside there. It's very smooth. It's kind of fun to open too. It kind of reminds me of the OD2, but smoother. Or it might be the OD1, whatever one of those is the liner lock, or the framer lock, with the button on the back, the bigger one. But that's a cool knife. Definitely cool AEC. It's very sharp too. This is one of the only blades I've ever wiped off the blade and just kept slicing the paper towels, which is kind of strange. You gotta hand it to Kershaw for putting out a really nice product for the price. I thought that one was sweet. Alright, running. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna do this one quickly. So you guys saw the beginnings of this guy. This is the Spyderco Endura stainless steel. And I finished up the scales. Now this one was a little bit dirty. You know, it takes me a long time to clean these off because, you know, it's pretty much like getting epoxy off of the steel and all this shit. So, you know, if you see some, I cleaned it for about an hour, but, you know, I might have some glue bits left over here and there. But you got the black and blue G10 looking very, very sexy next to the sandblasted stainless steel. This is definitely my favorite color G10. The blue and black is just really nice. See, the pocket clip's also blasted. The only thing that's not blasted is that nice edge there. Looks gorgeous. And you guys seriously gotta feel what these things feel like. I mean, it's a bit heavier, but it just feels really good when you put these on here. And it's not too hard to do. I mean, if you basically take a regular FRN Endura, take out the liners, and you can trace the liners, and they give you the general shape, minus the bumps here. It'll just be straight right here. So you can kind of add those yourself if you want to just epoxy some scales onto your stainless steel shit. Especially Enduras or Delicas if you have stainless steel ones, because you can just trace the liners exactly. They are the exact same size as the indented area. You know, it goes down and then there's a flat surface. Yeah, those things fit almost perfectly on there. Enough to get you a good scale. But each time I've done this, there's been this weird, like, it looks like it's popping up, but they just kind of this little space there. I don't know why. I did it on the police too, and it, you know, as far as I know, the thing was rock solid. This thing is just ridiculously solid on here, but, you know, it's on there for good. But I just really like the way that looks. Just really, you know, the gray next to the blue is just really sexy. I'm gonna try to keep it as slim as possible. It's not too thick at all. And, you know, with the pocket clip placement, I just kind of shot in the dark, and I made it right through. Kind of a lucky shot there. I like all these like so much right now. Seriously, these are like some of my favorites I've done in a while. Love this color. You guys wish you could see it in person. Alright, now these are the 3 pimp knives for the evening, and this one is not a pimp job, it's more of a conversion, I guess you'd say. So this is a knife that was made by Reno. You guys all know him on here. He's a great guy. Unfortunately, he's a bit sick right now in the hospital. Sort of been emailing him back and forth. I think I pissed him off today, but wasn't trying to, bro. If you're watching this, I apologize if I came off the wrong way. But definitely email me again, man. I hope you get better. But this is one of Reno's knives. I don't know much about it, guys. All I know is that you know, it's a very, very sweet knife. So this was given to me to change the liner, which is I think it's a brass or something, but Yeah, it's not the best material. I mean, it did work, and it didn't fail, like the lock didn't fail. But I think the guy just like, you know, it's a beefy knife, so he wanted a beefier lock. So he asked me to replace it with a titanium liner lock. And I said, I don't know if I can do that because, you know, I've never done it before, but, you know, just send it over and I'll check it out, see if I can do it, and then I'll charge you or whatever for the work. And I did it, so obviously, I also replaced all the hardware as well, just to make it more solid. I mean, this is more of a decorative knife, it seemed like, but it's very cool. But I replaced all the hardware with these nice decorative screws. I had 2 of them laying around. They're pretty expensive, but I just had them sitting there. These are like $5 a piece for each screw, so. But, you know, I had them laying there, and I've never touched them for like so long, and I put some nice screws here, some new standoffs, sandblasted them, and there you go, guys. My first liner lock. Rock freaking solid. No blade play at all. Thing is a tank. And I can see Reno's really beautiful Damascus work as usual. One thing I really like about Reno stuff is you can tell, you know, I really like when you tell something was made partially by hand or mostly by hand. I just really like that, you know. Like on my Horton, there's like a slight mistake that was made on there, but that's like my favorite part about it. This has a little notch there for opening. That lock engages very early. It's carbonized, as well as the bottom of the blade. I added these little nicks here, just to kind of give you extra little grip on there. So you can kind of grab it right here. Yeah, because my finger goes right to there. I think this one's made, it kind of pops out right here to grab it right there, which also works. But it's nice and centered as well. I may have to epoxy this onto here because I know the whatever the stag material or whatever it is, you know, isn't flat, like perfectly flat. I try to get a little flatter, but I think just I think I may add a really thin G10 liner this side, depending on what the owner thinks. But you know, Reno does some really cool work. It's definitely an odd knife, but I think it's really awesome. I contoured a little around the finger grooves, just for a little bit added comfort. I mean, to me this seemed like more of a collector piece, something that you would kind of just let sit and kind of have in your collection. It looks pretty, but you know, I made it a little bit more functional. And very happy with the liner, guys. I'm going to be making liner lock tough-toed as soon as possible, just because, you know, I had this thin titanium sitting here. I mean, it's pretty thick for a liner lock, I think, guys. And it wasn't hard at all. And I kind of needed this little bit to, this little practice run, basically tracing this exact guy here that was done by hand. You know, I needed to trace that exact thing, and it was not hard at all, and worked out pretty well. So making those. I guess got to break in with the carbonizing, but you know, no detent ball, but it doesn't really need one. It's very smooth. I added some, didn't have bushings in it either. I added some nice phosphor bronze bushings or some shit, so it glides. But you know, Reno's work is definitely really sweet. I've been a fan for a while. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I know there's a lot of stuff going on here, but thank you so much. And yep, show this guy again real quick. It's just too damn pretty. And Paul, you know you're loving this. Alright guys, have a good one. Peace.